Back in '86, when I first decided to become a Catholic, I faced a tsunami, tidal waves in the plural of opposition, and the first thing I would do was to remind my evangelical Bible-believing friends that I too was anti-Catholic, and probably much more anti-Catholic than they were, and I would try to restate their arguments against the Catholic Church as well as I could, which was often better than they could, because I used to hold them with such vehemence. And then I would try to kind of not refute them in the sense of just beating them in an argument, but I would try to show how, as a Catholic, I'm not an ex-evangelical. I feel more evangelical than ever. I'm not an ex-Bible Christian. I feel like a whole new depth to Scripture has been shown to me. And so I would usually try to say, look, here's the common ground we share as Protestants and Catholics. It's much greater than our differences. Let's begin and end with the common ground, with the Bible, and let's move into those areas of disagreement. And I'll try to address your differences from my beliefs in terms of what we share in common. Because so often I found in conversations, this not only fosters friendship and keeps ties from being broken, but it also shows them that it isn't something that requires the abandonment of all of the truths that you came to cherish as a Christian. It means that you're just taking them, and it's not subtraction, but addition. You're just discovering that they lead to even deeper truths about Jesus and the sacraments and the church as the family of God and so on.
A Catholic who becomes an evangelical, I would say, has never understood his Catholicism. And the world, there are millions, literally millions, of evangelicals who say, I was a Catholic until I was 15 and then I met Jesus. Or I was a Catholic until I was 17 and then I became a Christian. Or I was a Catholic until I was 20 and then I was saved. And you want to say, well, what was going on? I mean, you want to go back to their parish priest and say, what were you telling these people? But there are millions of evangelicals who would say, don't talk to me about Catholicism. They never taught me anything. Now I have met Jesus. They bumbled into some Baptist youth group or campus crusade, and they get born again, and they come alive, and they love the Scripture, and they love Jesus, and schlepping off to Mass was nothing. So that I would say a Catholic who becomes an evangelical has never drawn on the riches of the Catholic faith. An evangelical who becomes a Catholic has gone on. I mean, most of us, I think Father Stokes would be the same, everyone I know, we have read our way into the Catholic Church by reading the Fathers, by reading theology, by reading church history, by reading John Henry Newman, by reading the Scripture. It's there. I don't know that there's any such thing as an evangelical who becomes a Catholic just because he was disenchanted with evangelicalism or bored with it. I mean, if you want to get something lovely and fancy, you become an Episcopalian, if you like lovely liturgy and all that. But to become a Catholic, you've got to come to grips with, well, to me it boiled down to one implacable question: what is the Church?